So this year I was really fortunate to attend Swingsation and go to the workshops that Jakub and Emeline ran. And in one of those workshops on the last day, they taught this concept of pipes, slides and ocean. And the difference being in the way that two people would communicate between their movement. So I don't want to detract anything from their workshop, and I can encourage you all, if you ever get the chance to attend a GEM workshop, go to it. It's a must do. They are fantastic teachers. What I'm going to summarize now is just some little takeaways that I have, but you would really need to go to the workshops to get a fuller understanding. Amanda and I are working on a concept called slides. And this dance and the following dances this week are all about sliding with each other. The difference between pipe, slides and ocean I'll explain really quickly. A pipe is where the leader may create the connection and typically keep that connection very similar throughout the whole pattern movement, where it doesn't really provide the follower much choice other than to complete that pattern. So in Australia, we often talk about this being a very active connection. So we're actively leading on the 1 and the 2, and then we're giving clear direction of where we want the follower to be through the 3 and the 4, and then also on the 5 and the 6, maintaining that level of connection so that the follower knows we want them to move in a certain way and we want them to anchor and something's coming next. Ocean is the opposite, and we're often taught this, where in an ocean we as leaders may initiate the movement, but then our connection drops significantly to where it's very, very light, or what we would call inactive, or perhaps just magnet hand connection, where we're just touching hands, but the follower has a full freedom of movement. They can do whatever they like throughout that movement, and it's no problem. Slides is the blending of the two, where as a leader I may initiate the movement in an active connection, but then Amanda may switch to then give me a signal to say that she wants to create some kind of movement, and she would then do that, and I would allow that in the movement to allow her that expression, and then she would relinquish that and basically switch back to maybe an ocean type connection, where I may then pick it up and then lead her in a movement, and then she may switch and go to some other styling. And what it creates is this typical sort of Jakub and Emeline conversation in the dance, where the two of them are creating movement and switching between who is initiating, who is leading, who is following, or probably who is initiating is probably the better way to describe it. And the other person then flows with that movement. So it doesn't necessarily redirect, but would flow in the same way, the same shape, the same arc of movement. And so that's what Amanda and I are practicing. So in some cases it's working, in some cases it's a little bit clunky, in some cases we haven't communicated. And this is why we train, because we want to find out what works and what doesn't so that we can improve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah!
One question.
That was good.